so I hope there's some bees in here still. Let's see. Oh yeah, I hear them. We definitely have bees. So what I like to do is I like to take it and shake the bees into this container right here. And you see the bees flying away, that's okay. Let's see if we have any mites. And they're just calm and nice and just beautiful bees. I really do like them. Wow. Oh, there's the queen. See her? Ooh, wow, that's why you check. Wow. Ooh, we got lucky there. We're going to check mite counts on the bees today. We're here at Appam Farms. This is an absolutely beautiful day. It's November 14th, and fall is definitely here. The sunflowers have died out over here. There is some milo growing up in between them. I think that's what it is over there. A crop. I'm sure they're going to harvest that pretty soon. I've walked around the hives. They're active. Seem to have bees in them. Still have some bees out here, and so that's exciting. We also have a lot of old boxes kind of sitting around from dead outs and such. I'll have to get those cleaned up, but that's not anything we're going to worry about today. I want to quickly review my mite strategy for this fall. I treated the bees with 6 rounds of oxalic acid vapor. For the first 3 weeks, we used 4 grams per box. On these double stacked colonies, that was 8 grams. And on the single stacked colonies, it was 4 grams. The last 3 weeks, we did just 4 grams per colony. I had some mite issues after I pulled the Broxan off back in August, and we finished up the treatments a couple of weeks ago. Let me get my mite wash equipment out, and we'll see what we have. Here's our equipment for testing for mites. We have the solution right here is Dawn dishwashing soap mixed with water. You want to go about 1 to 1.5 tablespoons per gallon. I'm going to use the Easy Check mite checking system here to do our washes. Half a cup here, that's enough for the test. Half a cup is around 300 bees, and I got my little container here that we're going to dump the bees in for the test. I'll show you how to do that here in a minute. I think we'll start off with this colony right here. Back in June, the bee inspector came out and there were 4 mites. So let's see how they look. I haven't been in these colonies really for weeks and weeks. I have no idea what I'm going to find. I do see bees flying around. This one doesn't look super busy this morning, so I hope there's some bees in here still. Let's see. Oh yeah, I hear them. We definitely have bees. Really healthy looking colony, just pulling the top off. Let's see what the food supplies look like real quick. I think we have a fair amount of honey in this top box here. Yeah, they've got everything glued together. It's been a while, like I said, since I've been in them. Oh my gosh, yeah. Gonna have to do some prying to get these frames out. They got it all glued together. It's a good sign. Yeah. Oh yeah, we got honey for sure. Looking really good. I think we had a pretty darn nice fall flow, which was nice. We had good goldenrod and the other fall flowers. That's pretty much over now. Plus, there's this great big sunflower field right next door. I think sunflowers are a good source for food for the bees, but look at that, beautiful. Isn't that beautiful? So we are in good shape on this colony with food. Let's go in the bottom box and see if we can find a little bit of brood so we can get us a good mite wash. Now here in Alabama, the bees do tend to brood throughout the year. There never is a time when we're completely shut down from brood, typically here in this area. Now with it being as cold as it has been and a little bit of a drought the last few weeks, they may have brooded way back. There may not be as much brood as what you normally would expect, but you don't expect to see the brood here in November as you would in obviously April. So my gosh, they got it glued down. Let's see what this bottom box looks like. Oh my gosh, that's heavy. Okay. Nice looking colony of bees, don't you think? Smoke them a little bit. Get my solution poured into this. Now I'm not going to do it over the bees, obviously. We don't want to spill it on the bees and kill any more bees than we have to. Now here we have our solution in there. I want to find a frame hopefully that has some brood on it. Our main objective, if possible, is to get mostly nurse bees in the wash. Obviously there's no way you can know for sure that they're all nurse bees, but if you can find a little bit of brood in here, it'll kind of help with that, especially open brood, I think. That's nothing but pollen in that frame. The bees look really good though, man. They look really vibrant and healthy. Okay, yeah, we have brood on this frame. Now I'm going to scan real carefully for the queen. We definitely don't want to kill our queen ever, but especially this time of year because there's really no opportunity for them to replace her. I actually saw a bee dragging a drone around earlier, which means they're kind of trying to kick the drones out of these colonies, I think. So really not going to be any opportunity significantly for the bees to get mated if we did need to make a new queen. But so we've got to be careful, make sure we don't get the queen in our wash. I think that's actually a perfect frame. There is some larvae all through here. So that's probably a perfect frame to get a sample off of. So what I like to do is I like to take it and shake the bees into this container right here. And you see the bees flying away, that's okay. The bees that fly away are going to be mostly foragers. So you see we have a lot, not very many bees stayed in there. So those will be more like the nurse bees that aren't flying away. So we're going to need to pull another frame. That's not going to be enough bees. Nice frame of brood there. See, this is about kind of what you expect to see this time of year. They are flying around, but look at how calm they are in the frame. The ones that are on the frame are really calm. I don't see the queen on here. Scan real carefully for the queen. Give them a second to fly around. That's probably about enough bees right there for a good wash. Make sure I don't see the queen in here. So it's kind of a way to double check for the queen. You can look on the frame, and then when you put them in here, you can look and make sure she's not in here. And then you just take them. What I like to do, I got to be careful here because I don't want to. See, a lot of them just draw on this dump them down, pour them in there, and dump them in the solution here. Dump the bees in there. I might need just a few more. Quick little way you can get just a few more bees. Make sure the queen's not there. You can just take it and you can kind of, I think that's probably enough. Okay. What I'm going to do now, you see the hive is healthy looking, looks great, this colony does. Put it together, and then I'm going to wash the bees. I'm going to shake the tester here for about a minute and see if we have any mites that drop out into the wash. Man, that is a heavy box of honey right there. This hive is actually in really good, almost perfect shape, I think, for what we want it to look like. Kind of excited about that. We got approximately a half a cup of bees, approximately 300 bees, close enough to get an idea. Shake it, you shake it for about a minute. I'm actually going to kind of swirl it. Seems to work really good if you swirl it. I'm going to go away here for about a minute, then we'll see what the results are. Let's see if we have any mites. Yeah, we do. Oh, yuck. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, I think. Ugh, don't like to see that. That is not good. Let's go check another one. It's one of the queens I got from Greg here back in the summer. Made some splits, late summer splits. I think it was, well, back in August. August 8th is when we, I guess, checked on them here. A little bummed about that first one. The number of mites in there, I'm kind of surprised by that. I've hit them so hard. Really been trying to keep mites under control, and it doesn't seem to be working very well. But hopefully that was an outlier. Hopefully they're not all like that. So we got brood in the top box on this one. So we probably don't even need to go down in there very deep. Nice little brood pattern though. Brand new little queens. Need to find a little more population though. I don't think I'll even go in the bottom box on this one if we got plenty of bees up here to do a mite wash. Oh yeah, we're going to be fine. We'll be able to find enough up here to do that. All right. Make sure I don't see the queen. Scan for her real quick. Go with this first frame that we pulled out too. The bees have kind of run all off the brood and they're over there slurping down the nectar over here in the side. This colony is plenty healthy. I don't think I need to even go down in the bottom box. I just wanted to, it's going to make it real easy for me here just to get the sample off those first couple of frames. Let's shake them. Let's see what we got. Oh man, look at all those mites. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. That is absolutely horrible. Oh my gosh. Completely unexpected. What am I going to do? Okay, I checked this one and it had been 10 mites on June 23rd. Now it's 22. Double deep, not good. Then I came over here and checked this one. This is one of Greg's queens. It's in a single deep here. We just have one mite in this one. It was one of the blue queens from the study we're doing. And so this one was good. So this is a single deep. I wonder if there's a difference between the big double deeps that are super strong and single deeps that are just kind of getting started. So I came over here and checked another double deep. And this is one back on June 23rd that had more than 20 mites in it. Whenever Philip, the bee inspector, checked them. And today it had 7. So I don't know, it's a big double deep. Looks pretty good. Now, I did see the queen in this one. She was kind of smallish. I wonder if they had replaced her, went ahead and marked her. And anyway, this one had less in it. So I think I'm going to do one more here. This is one of Greg's queens in another single deep. We will see if it seems to make a difference, whether it's a single deep or a double deep. Got glued down. Been a little frustrating so far. Wow, they definitely put some honey in here. It's got plenty of food stores. I was going to put Hive Alive fondant on everything this year like I did last year, but some of these have so much honey in them, I just don't know that I need to. I'll probably just leave the ones that have plenty of honey in them alone. I may put it on some that are a little less full of food. Look at that beautiful, nice brood pattern. These queens from Greg are doing really good. I did lose a few of them. I didn't have 100% that made it, but the ones that have made it seem to be really doing well. Which is the odd thing today with the mites I've seen. Man, the bees look just great. So it's kind of bizarre. They don't look unhealthy or sick at all. Maybe it's because they have plenty of good food sources. I'm not sure, but I've got to get the mites under control. Otherwise, they can get these viruses and end up in a bad situation. Let's see the queen. And they're just calm and nice and just beautiful bees. I really do like them. Wow. I've had a little struggle with Greg's queens in the past, but I've always put them in bad situations. It got late in the year with very little food stores. This year I made sure they had food and it was a better situation. Nice strong splits and they have responded well. Oh, there's the queen. See her? Oh, wow, that's why you check. Wow. Ooh, we got lucky there. Goodness gracious, that was a close call. I just didn't see her. Wow. That would have been bad. She did fall back down in the hive, though, that's good. Oh, my goodness. As you can see, the colony's looking great. Let's see what the mite count is. Sure, I'm glad I didn't watch that queen. It would have been bad. Oh, let's see. We have 3 mites, I believe. 1, 2, 3. And a beetle. I decided to walk back down here to the other end of the bee yard and get into one of these big, strong double deeps. You can see on the 23rd of June, there were 18 mites. Today, there were 2. So the results are all over the place. What to do? Well, to say I'm disappointed is somewhat of an understatement. I was hoping to have good results across the board. Could have been a lot worse, though. I checked, I think, 7 colonies. 4 of them were above threshold at 11, 22, and 30 mites in a wash of a half a cup, approximately 300 bees. And the other 4 were within threshold. The most in those other 4 was 7, and then we had some even lower than that. So it's acceptable. I'd rather see 0 mites, but that's not possible, apparently. So I've got to think of something to do. I got to have some knockdown treatments for these colonies. What do you suggest? I'm thinking Formic Pro, I'm thinking Apigard, I'm thinking Apivar. Formic Pro and Apigard are pretty harsh, pretty hard on the bees. They actually shut the queens down, which might not be a bad thing this time of year. Maybe I need a little brood break in these bees, and so that might be helpful. I know some people up north might be freaking out about this in November because you guys already have your bees put to bed for winter, so to speak, and you won't be getting in them for a while. But down here, it's more forgiving. We have warm days like this. It's, I think, probably in the 70s now. Throughout the year, we were freezing just a couple days ago. We got lows of 20 in the 20s a couple of nights, and now here we are at 70 degrees today. Bees look healthy. They're vibrant, man. I'm really excited about how they look. I just hate that some of these colonies have so many mites in them. What do you suggest? I'm going to make a decision here soon. I'll try to keep you posted as to what I'm doing. I'm going to put a link for our record honey harvest this year, a great fellowship with a lot of friends. We had an incredible time and an amazing harvest. Put it right here. We'll catch y'all next time.